Now we will discuss about the multi-level inheritance, and then after that multiple, and then after that hierarchical, and after that hybrid inheritance. So for that, just we are going to be moving to the next one, and then we will design the multi-level inheritance program. So I'm just using hash include. I'm just creating the constructor. So in previous time just we used the data members and the member function, but here I'm just going to be using the constructor in the inheritance topic. So for that just I'm going to be using public. Here I'm just creating base of the constructor, default constructor. Just I'm going to be using without parameter constructor that I'm going to be using over here. Now just we created this one first class, and now we are going to be deriving the from base class to the one more derived class that I'm just creating here, class. It's fine. Now I'm just creating one more thing that we are going to be using the constructor. Just I'm using the derived one. Cout, and then here just you can also use it endl, because we are going to, while you are going to be using the objects, then automatically all the classes is going to be printing. So that's why you need to use the endl as well for printing the new lines. So now we created this one. Now just we can create one more class as well, class that I'm going to be creating. Here we can use one more constructor as well, public. Now just we use a sub derive. Cout, it's fine. Now just we can create the main function. In under main function just we will do these things. We will create objects of the sub derived by using just, after that we can create the object of that class, and then automatically constructor is going to be calling without using the display like that function, without calling that function like that. So I'm just creating a main function. Here I'm just using the object sub derived and then object created. That's it. Now what are the things is statement, what are the statements, what are the constructor in present in that inside constructor statements it is going to be displaying. So while if you can use, instead of constructor you can use the function, you need to be called by using the obj dot like function one and function and the display like that. You need to be call that function. For constructor we are not going to be using to call that one, just you can create the object, then automatically it is going to be calling. So let's compile this program. This is the first base class, this is the first derived class, and this is the second derived class. In this way the multi-level inheritance is going to be working. Now we will see one more thing that we can observe, that is a multiple inheritance. So you can do here only. For this now just I'm going to, you can put it all the things in a comment box. You can use it hash include, and then here I'm just going to be creating the constructor as well. You can use this one as a default constructor. So you did created this one. Now you can create one more base class that I'm going to be creating, class B. After that, and here just you can print the message over here, this is the second base class. And now just we are going to be using the C class, just we are going to be copying the properties of A and B. So this is the main concept of the multiple inheritance. There is a two base classes and then one derived class. It is going to be deriving the copy the properties from A and B as well. So now I'm just using here class C, and here I'm just going to be deriving public A and public B as well. It's fine. Now you can use it over here. public class A and public B, it's fine. Now you can create the object for this one in a main function, then you can easily get to know whether it's going to be calling or not. We will just create the object of C and then let's see whether it is going to be copied the properties of A and B into main function, and then after that we just created the object C obj, and let's check it whether it's going to be returning the first base class and second base class. Just you can remove this one as a from class. Now it's going to be working. Now it is going to be calling the properties of this one A and B. Let's check it whether it's going to be executing or not. Yeah, it is going to be calling. This is the first base class and this is the second base class. So it is in this way just we are going to be using the multiple inheritance. So what just we will discuss one more type of inheritance that we can use it now. Just there is a one is we discuss single level, multi-level and multiple. Now we will discuss now hierarchical inheritance. Here there is a two base classes and one derived classes. Now just there is a now we are going to be using one base class. From one base class, how we can use him from A to B. As you can observe here, this is a multiple inheritance, this is an hierarchical inheritance. One base class we are going to be inheriting from D to E as well and D to F as well. So let's see how it is going to be working. Now just I am going to be doing over here just hash include, and then here we will use it public accessifier, and then after that just we will create one constructor. In that constructor just you can print. Now let's check it. Now we can use the hierarchical concept. Now just I am going to be doing class, and then we are going to be copying the properties of class A over here. Now just you can put it this one. Let's check it whether it's working. Now we can create one more class that it is a C. Now we will execute this one, and now here we just copied the same A to B and again from A to C as well. Now just we can use the main function. In under main function just I am going to be creating the one object of the class C. Let's check it whether it's going to be working or not as much as quickly. This is a base class, so it's going to be working. Now if you want to create one constructor as well, just you can go ahead. Here also just you can use it public. Just we will execute and then we will check it. This is a base class and this is a derived from C. Now this is how it is going to be executing. So what are the statements is present, it is going to be derived from here. So that's why this is not going to be calling, because we haven't created the mean this is not just C and B, it's not a relation, it's going to be a relation from A to C again from A to B. So there is no relation between the from B to C. So that's why this is going to be calling at all. So in this way just it is going to be using the multiple hierarchical inheritance is going to be using. Okay, now just we